Hello my lovely crafters, this is Crafty Sue 519. Welcome to my channel. And I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I have a little story to tell. So my camera's set up differently. It's aimed at my computer so I can show you some pictures. So, in order to make this a Tea Tuesday, I will show you that I am drinking vanilla peppermint tea. Now, I'm not a peppermint person, but I'm going to give it a try since it's Christmas week. And here we are. If you can see it, like I said, I'm doing something new today, so I might mess up. Here's my tea. Alrighty. I want to thank Kathy and Patti for hosting Tea Tuesday. I've been having a real lot of fun with this, telling stories. But this is today's story in honor of Christmas. Alrighty. Once upon a time, there were two childhood friends that went to high school together. Me and George. And we graduated the same year. And never in a million years, knowing George since childhood, did I dream that George, let me just try to get all of this stuff done here. Never did I dream that George would grow up to be Santa Claus. Now in Rhode Island, he is I think he is the most famous Santa Claus up there. He does the Polar Express. He is at Patriots Place, where the Patriots have their stadium. Oh, that's a mild peppermint, not too bad. And he's very, very popular. Very popular. Look at him. That is his real hair, mustache, and beard. Nothing fake on him. He is Santa Claus. So, one day I got a message on Facebook that's from him, asking me how I was. It had been so long since we have seen each other. Oh, well over 40 years. And we started talking again. So I was telling him how awesome he looks as Santa and, you know, what a great thing for him to be doing in retirement. And he was doing it before he retired, but, you know, he just, look at him. He looks awesome. So he was telling me about his different experiences with being Santa, and he's got such wonderful, heartwarming photos on his Facebook page, which is Santa George, if anybody wants to go over to look at it. And we were talking and talking, and he said that he does home visits for people. And he gets booked up quite quickly in the holiday season to do these home visits for children. So I was saying, I said, wow, this year is the first year that I'm going up to Rhode Island. And this will be the only Christmas that I have with my whole family. My 3 sons, my 4 grandchildren, my daughters-in-law, even my ex-husband. So George said, well, why don't I come over and do Santa for your grandkids? Now, I know he charges $250 to $300 for one of these visits. And I said, oh, I don't know, George. I don't know. He says, I'm going to do it for free. You're my friend. We've known each other since we were kids. He says, there's no charge. He says, I would love to see you, and I would love to do this for your grandchildren. So I agreed, and George came to my son's house and surprised my grandkids. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures from that night and tell you who everybody is. So meet my family, Christmas week, 6 years ago. This was my son's home, and that was their big Christmas tree. They had such a tiny little family room, and they always got the biggest, fattest tree. They love that. And they decorate it like I always decorated when I lived up there, and a lot of handmade ornaments and things. These Christmas stockings here, I crocheted for them, and they all have their names on them. And all of my sons have them, and all of my grandchildren have them, and my daughters-in-law have them as well. So that was Jay's home. And when Santa arrived in his red car and got out, I was outside. I had hidden gifts out there that he could put in his sack and come in to give the kids. So we hugged, and it was such a nice reunion. So many years since we had seen each other, and he looked so incredible. I couldn't believe it. It just made me cry that he was doing this. I'm going to cry again. That he was doing this for my family, and just wonderful. So, Grumpy and my 4 grandkids were at the table playing with Play-Doh. And Grumpy saying, "How did I get roped into this Play-Doh play?" He looks so happy. But you'll see him happy later. Oh gosh, that was so funny. Oh, I don't know if I skipped one. And Santa arrived. And we put a chair near the tree. And I love how the boys are all sitting there just mesmerized that Santa is sitting right there in their house. Oh my gosh. At first they were afraid, but he is so kind and has such a wonderful, mild voice that he just brings you right in. And what he's doing here is he reads The Night Before Christmas to the children. And you could have heard a pin drop in that house. Everybody was just taken in by him and his reading. My granddaughter Alexis, who is about to turn 15 now, and with the red nose on her. I think he put that on her. I don't remember why, but she seemed to enjoy it. And in that red ball, he had a bell. And if any of you have watched the Polar Express, their story says if you shake a bell, a jingle bell, and you hear it ring, it means you believe in Santa Claus. So he had all of the kids get up and take that ball and shake it to see if they could hear it ring. Of course they all did, which was wonderful. And their faces were just crazy. Look at the twins. JJ. They just can't keep their eyes off of him. It's so funny. So funny. Sorry, I'm banging the camera. And that is, oh boy, I have a hard time telling them apart, but I think that is Jacob. And it's his turn to go up and ring the bell. I love their faces. Look at JJ on the floor looking up at his cousin. Just so precious. And that's Logan. Ah, what a nice memory. And Alexis is back with Santa again. Maybe he wanted to check her out one more time because I see she still has that red ball in her hand. Look at her cousin looking up at her. I just love this. Somebody said something, I don't know where they turned. And because they heard the red ball, they got a gift. Now, of course, they thought this was awesome that Santa Claus took presents out of his bag and gave them gifts. And that's my grandson, JJ, who just turned 12. This was 6 years ago, so cute. And that's Jacob getting his gift. Look at George. Is he awesome or what? Oh my God. gosh, I can't get over it. And that's Logan. Logan's face looks like he's not quite sure. It's so cute. There he goes. Now he's got a smile. Now he's got a smile with Santa. And George just did the best things with them. You know, he read them that story. He talked with them. He talked about the reindeer. He was just so fantastic with these children. My gosh, no wonder he's so famous in Rhode Island. Even Alexis sat on his lap, and she wasn't letting go of that Jingle Bell ball. I think he gave them candy and a gift. Then he had a little magazine that he handed out to the children about Christmas. That's what he's doing here. I can't believe this was my friend growing up. Alrighty, we're getting to family photos. This is my son Josh, who lives here near me, his wife Lolo, and the twins. Logan with the striped shirt and Jacob with the gray truck shirt. And it looks like Jacob couldn't get close enough to Santa Claus. It's so cute. You see Santa's bag over here. It's another picture of them. And he talked about the buttons to the children on his jacket and told them how important those buttons were and how special they were to him. And that'll come into the story later. And this is my oldest son, Jay, and his wife, Mabel, and my grandchildren, Alexis and JJ. Oh, they're so grown up now. I can't wait to see them in February. And this is their home. So we were all there, and we all stayed there. And it was not a big home. So we had a lot of people staying at this house. But it was a lot of fun. So everybody got that picture with Santa. Whoops. That's me. Another one with them. And there's Grumpy and I. And look at that smile on Grumpy's face. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate this picture of me. Oh my gosh, I hate this picture of me so much. I no longer wear glasses. I've lost 40 pounds since this was taken. So I don't look like that anymore. But Grumpy still looks the same. Look at that big smile on his face. He doesn't usually smile really well for the camera, but I think even he was happy to see Santa Claus. Meet my old friend. And there they are, chatting away. And this shirt you see here is my ex-husband, Vic. He was there as well. And that's him. And we were making fun of him because he has as much white hair and a white beard as Santa Claus. We said, hey, you can be Santa Claus too. Or maybe his helper. So we made him go. He didn't want to have his picture taken, but we made him go and have his picture taken with Santa to show his white hair and beard. Can you believe that man had black hair when I met him and married him? Look how white he is. Took after his mom. He's got the bluest eyes. So the black hair and blue eyes looked really nice. Now he's all white. There's one more. He wouldn't smile. I don't think he was too happy having his photo taken. Oh gosh, what a night. And I think that's the last picture. So at the end of the night, and I'll go back to one with kids in it while I tell the rest of the story. Let's see. Sorry, I'm flicking through these pretty quick. Trying to get one where we see a lot of the kids. I'm sorry we didn't take better pictures, but I think we were just all so mesmerized by everything George was saying that we didn't even think of taking a lot of photos, which we missed that opportunity, but it was really, really incredible evening. So there they all are, listening to Santa. The little ones, the boys, were just so intent. Oh gosh, they just didn't know. They were beside themselves. They were 5 years old at the time, so they really believed in Santa Claus. And as he left with his big ho-ho-hos, he put something in my hand. And I said, "What's this?" He says, "It's a button from my jacket." He says, "In the morning, put it under the tree so that the kids find it, so they know Santa was here and left all the presents." Oh, touched my heart so much. Touched my heart so much. So that is my little Christmas story for you. It was an incredible evening with George, that he did this at no cost. And I know he lost money that night doing this, and wouldn't take money. I tried to give him money. He would not take anything from me. And I got to see my old friend again. And it was wonderful. He has since lost his wife. She passed away a few years ago, and he's alone now. But he's out there doing his Santa thing, and he is beloved. Believe me, he is beloved. Alrighty, everybody. I just want to wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas. And I hope all your dreams come true for the holiday. And enjoy. Remember the reason for the season, then enjoy. I hope you spend all your time with family and friends. Eat lots of good food. And just love each other. Just love each other. Alrighty, until next time. Love yous. Oops, I kicked the camera. Like I said, I have a whole new setup. I hope this worked. Love yous.